Hey guys, so this video is all about my brand new GJ tube. I had surgery on Tuesday. Right now it's Thursday, so that was 2 days ago. My recovery has gone so much better than I expected. From the first day to now, I'm feeling like way better. First of all, I'm sitting up. This is my first time actually sitting up unassisted, so crushing that goal. So I'll tell you all about it and give you a sneak peek because I don't have a nose hose anymore. Sorry about the lighting in the back, and you guys are on my viewport right now, so it might be a bit noisy, but gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, so getting the GJ was in the works for a while because I've had my NJ for a year. Tomorrow would be a year with a nose tube, which was sucky, and I really did not want it anymore, so we were sort of really heading in the direction of a permanent tube. We had a consult in for outpatient surgery and to get that done, but it was at the end of September for the consult. Not to mention pre-op and then the operation, and with rooms and booking OR time, it would have been at least, it wouldn't have happened in the pediatric world. Like, that would not have happened. So when I was admitted for like the virus or whatever we thought it was a few weeks ago, we're like, let's just get it out of the way here. So it happened pretty quickly. I got it done at the adult hospital, which is good because here they do a GJ tube surgery in 2 steps, where I would have had to keep my nose tube for another 6 weeks while it healed. This, we could do it in 1 step, easy peasy, all done. So we chose to do it there. Plus at CHIO, they do it laparoscopically. There, they do it endoscopically. So there's less scars and less recovery time, which is another good thing. And my Australian doctor would have been able to do it at the general, which was pretty cool for him to do it instead of, like, the GIs do it instead of the surgeons there. So Tuesday morning, woke up bright and early, 6 a.m., headed over to the general. I knew absolutely nothing about it. No one came to talk to us because it was at the other hospital. So hospital to hospital transfer, we knew nothing about it. So we left in the morning. I have problems with anesthesia where I go absolutely bat crazy under anesthesia. And so we need to come up with a better plan. So we got there early to talk to the anesthesiologist. We decided to load me up with magnesium beforehand, which helped, and I did not have any like agitative psychosis reactions afterwards. But we met with the surgeon who I actually knew the GI. He did a scope on me at CHIO before, even though he was an adult. So I knew him. He was familiar with my anatomy. These designer eye bags though. And so we got down to the OR. They did like pre-op, whatever, signed consent, got down to the OR. They sprayed this numbing stuff in my mouth, which tastes disgusting for the scope. You have to like gargle and then swallow. It was disgusting. My GI said that that's what they did for his hazing. When he started working there, he had to do it. But it actually did work and numbed you really well. And then they put like the endoscopy like tube thing in your mouth, like just to hold your like teeth open. But it was really awkward because I didn't fall asleep for at least another 10 minutes. So I was just sort of sitting there and I couldn't talk or do anything. I was just sort of like awkwardly drooling on the table, which was great, you know, 10 out of 10. And then we did the surgery. I think it was only about like 45 minutes, an hour. I don't know, I was asleep. And then I came out and I was in a lot of pain, and the anesthesiologist wasn't too happy with that. He said that it didn't go according to his plan. I thought his plan went very well because I didn't have a psychosis state afterwards. But he wasn't completely happy because I was in pain, so he recommended next time to give me pain meds before I come out, which is a good idea. So then they loaded me up with like fentanyl and stuff. Then I was transferred back over to the hospital once like my breathing was okay. I was on oxygen for a bit, but once that was okay, I was transferred back to CHIO. Stayed there for the whole day. I was really out of it. Like, if you texted me, I barely texted you back. Like, I was on lots of drugs and in a lot of pain. Like, it was really hard to even pinpoint the pain. I couldn't even rate the pain on a pain scale. It was just such a different, weird type of pain. Like, it was like inside me and outside. It felt like someone punched me in the gut really hard. And it was just like that pain over and over and over. And then I'd also get these muscle spasms where the tube would like suck into me. I'm still getting those where I just need to like sit there and breathe for a bit because it gets really painful. So there's that part of the recovery. But the first day recovery, basically slept on and off the whole day, was feeling really rough, almost drugs. Second day recovery, yesterday went a lot better. I was able to focus on some schoolwork. I was still on morphine, so not much schoolwork really got done, even though I was ambitious. went for a few more walks yesterday. It was really hard for me to go pee after surgery. I could not go pee after surgery, which was not fun. I really had to pee and I could not go pee. But I was able to get up to go pee the next day and then go for more walks yesterday and today. Like, when I say walks, 20 steps in total, man. Like, I had a cramp there if you couldn't tell. I have not sat up like this in a while. Normally I just lie down, and I need to like lie down like my mom taught me, like after you have a C-section you need to like roll on your side and then lie down so that I don't use my ab muscles, but it's tough. So that's where I'm at in recovery now. I'll show you guys the tube now. So no more tube in my face. Instead it goes in here. So I'm not attached to anything. It like hooks up here. It's really big. Wow, my tummy is so swollen. And then there's just a dressing here. It started bleeding the other day. So I changed the dressing the other day. Yesterday at like 4 in the morning it started bleeding a bunch. So I had changed the dressing. But other than that, do you like my fairy lights up top? Thanks. And other than that, the pain is mostly just like at the insertion site right there. It's a pretty big tube too, and it has 2 tubes in it. So right now the only tube goes into my jejunum. 60 centimeters down, they stapled it into my jejunum, part of your small intestine. But in 2 months, once it's healed, it will switch the tube out to one that goes into my stomach and then further into my jejunum so that I can drain yuckiness out of my stomach, which will be so nice and it will make me feel so much better. But otherwise, I'm still on TPN. I'll give another update tomorrow and then finish this vlog. I'm still on TPN. I don't know when I'll get out. Pretty much most of the surgery I could recover. I'm still on IV pain meds though, but if we get the pain figured out, I could recover from this at home, except for the fact that I'm still on TPN, which sucks. But I'll show you my IV pole because I have an emergency G-tube kit, which is cool. Oh my gosh, I cannot put my arms above my head. That bag. Yeah, so that bag has like fully catheter to stick it in the hole if the tube comes out. If the tube rips out though, they told me it will hurt so much because basically what's going on inside of me is this is my stomach, this is the tube, there's like a little T thing outside so that it doesn't get sucked in, but then the inside of my stomach there's like a mushroom thing. If it gets pulled out of my stomach, that's gonna hurt a lot. They said like, yeah, that'll hurt a lot. It probably won't get pulled out because of how hard it needs to push. Oh, when they did the dressing change yesterday, I got so nauseated, not because of the pain, like it hurt no more than normal, but it like freaks me out a little bit. I just can't deal with that kind of stuff. So that's your update for the day. And PICC line is going strong. Whoa, sort of bloody there though, and I have a nice bruise, a circle bruise, a lot of bruises from it actually. So that's that. I'll give you an update tomorrow and then finish off the vlog. So hope to pump out more content for you guys. My doctors have kept asking me, oh, have you done another YouTube video yet? You done another YouTube video yet? I'm like, no, please don't watch my channel. So if you guys are watching, I told you not to, but please like and subscribe. Hey guys, this is part 2 of the GJ tube story. You're balancing on my syringe pump this time, so it's not going, so don't worry about it. So we're gonna sit up. Alrighty, so I'm glad that I'm doing a second update because I learned some things about my surgery that I did not know before. So remember how I told you that the recovery was smooth, really easy, no agitation, no psychosis? The anesthesiologist did a great job with the magnesium. Maybe I told you that? Well, my mom just broke the news to me that I actually spent time in ICU after my surgery because of the psychosis. So I was at the general and I was like, oh yeah, so they moved you upstairs and then they moved you back to CHIO. And I'm like, wait, when did I go upstairs? Mom's like, oh, you don't remember that? They moved you to ICU. So it turns out I was recovering in the scope unit, in the post-op scope unit, when I started to get a bit agitated. And they're like, and they knew this, we warned them. They had extra nursing staff. They're like, whoa, we can't handle this. Then my GI moved me up to the ICU so that they could have like 4-to-1 nursing or like 5-to-1 nursing, so that I could have like 4 or 5 nurses. Because my pain was getting bad, I was getting agitated, I was getting psychotic, just a bit, not maximum. I don't remember any of this, keep in mind. So they moved me, this is like a really weird angle, I can't tell like how I feel about it. So they moved me upstairs, and then I was in ICU for like, I don't know, just like an hour and a half, maybe an hour, 45 minutes. I have no clue how long I was there for. not very long, because the surgery, I found out surgery took an hour. So surgery was from like 8 till 9, 9:15, they moved me up to ICU. I got back to CHIO around quarter to 11. So whatever, like plus minus transfer times, I was there for like an hour and a half. But I don't remember it. All I remember is waking up in ICU, and I was in a lot of pain, and then being transferred. But that was like pretty immediately. My mom told me that I just slept. I got to ICU, and I just slept. Don't remember that. Well, obviously I was sleeping. Just remember waking up and then being transferred over, but I'm pretty sure I slept through most of the transfer. It was a messed up time, but that was just like, wow, it wasn't actually a smooth recovery, but thankfully I don't remember all of it. So that's like the fun story for you guys. Okay, so a bunch of nurses came in looking for stuff, but that's cool, so I'll just finish this up. So today I went for a walk. I'm sitting up trying to stretch out the site, did my own dressing change. Oh yeah, that's what I was showing you, dressing change. Looks good, guys. There's a bit of bleeding. It's really tight. I'm gonna put in a picture actually of what it looks like without the dressing. So here's a picture. Don't look if it grosses you out. It's not gross though. So that's that. Did some more painting today, and vlog out. Later, alligator.